There is a need for Africa to present a united front on the global stage to push for fairer debt rules and climate justice. Speakers at the ongoing African Conference on Debt and Development in Accra, Ghana, are concerned that Africans are paying for debt that are unfair and unsustainable.
Amid calls for reparative justice, Africa has found itself trapped in what those at the 5th African Conference on Debt and Development called debt slavery.
What we are confronted with today in terms of the economic structure, debt crisis and all of that, you can trace that also to legacies related to colonization, because even though from the 60s, Africa broadly gained independence, the economic structure they left for us is essentially what we are practicing.
Countries are spending more on servicing external debt than on offering basic public services for their citizens, which is blamed on the design of the global financial system.
The slavery that it takes has more to do with a higher interest payment that we have to pay for utilizing the same capital. The average weighted interest cost for Germany over the years, as was done by the UN, was just 1.3%, US 3.1%, but Africa is borrowing averagely at 11.6%.
They are blaming the huge debt burden for the high tax rates in Africa. At the same time, billions of dollars are lost through illicit financial flows, further starving African economies of resources they need for growth.
We have natural resources, but we are not benefiting from the natural resource the way we should because of the weak natural resource governance and the weak fiscal regime that we have in them. What is ours, we must be able to utilize it, because that is our first mover advantage. And we have essentially allowed exploitation and so many. But more importantly, Africa was designed to produce raw materials. 60 years down the line after independence, we are still producing what? Raw materials.
With debt repayments consuming national budgets, little remains for basic services or climate action. Yet, when climate finance does arrive, nearly 70% comes in the form of loans, pushing countries even deeper into debt, despite Africa contributing just 4% of global carbon emissions. They say Africa needs a policy framework that ensures transparency, accountability, and institutions to handle climate funds. Now, speakers say reparatory justice must go beyond financial compensation, demanding restitution for stolen cultural artifacts, advocating for reforms in the global financial and government structure to be included to achieve societal economic equity, as well as heal societal scars. Weri Mujenga reporting from Accra in Ghana.